LeBron James decided to do what LeBron does, be funny. Trying to make sure he has to please everybody and make everybody laugh and make himself the center of attention. Decided to put a tweet out there that said, I'm out. I'm sorry. I'm out for the season officially. See y'all in the fall. Emojis of the crown and, and a peace sign and deuces. And of course, he has to make sure that he's still relevant and everybody understands that, he's still the league and everything revolves around LeBron James. Obviously, this is a April Fools joke, no doubt about it. I actually retweeted that. I quoted it and said that he should really consider retiring because the Lakers will not make the playoffs with or without LeBron. I am going to stand by that. I've been very adamant about this team and of the Lakers. If you go back to my archives and check the beginning of the year, the free agency episodes, I have done a few episodes on the Lakers, all right, with the whole thing. And I am 100% on boat that right now they just, with a loss the other day, they fell to number 11 and are falling out the play-in tournament. There's like 6 games left in the season, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see how many games are left. I think the Lakers have, they have 6 games left right now in the season. And look, they've been playing horrible. I know Anthony Davis is out. LeBron has set a couple of games out with some injuries, back and forth, but it doesn't matter. This team is a complete dumpster fire. We knew that from the beginning of the season. And I remember how he said right after free agency, he went out there and said, keep laughing about the age of this team. We're going to be a problem when we get back. We're going to be a problem in the regular season. All year long, we've had issues with Vogel, issues with Russell Westbrook. No surprise there. Come on, man. It is. It kind of all self-destructive when they asked Westbrook the other night after that horrible loss that if they're going to make any changes to make the playoffs. And they were like, no, we're not going to make any changes. What changes should we make? Something like that. It's self-explanatory. It's like, we're just going to keep playing our game. I mean, crap, their game has been horrible and they've suffered. Right now, they're sit at number 11, 6 games left. LeBron, of course, has to still have the last laugh regarding to making sure that, because his team is not really making national news on a dominant stage like he thought it was going to be. And of course, LeBron makes a horrible GM because he influenced a lot of these free agent signings, all right? The trade for Westbrook, his boy Melo coming back. They had DeAndre Jordan before that. Dwight Howard. There was a lot of bad signings, man, all right? There's no knock. LeBron James hates playing with young players. That's why he's traded everybody, all right? Ingram, he forced Ingram out of here. Lonzo, I don't care about broke shot. Lonzo's more hurt than available anyway. But Kuzma last year, look, it is what it is. I am going to stand by that the Lakers are not going to make the playoffs. With 6 games left in the standings, the Lakers at number 11 have the same record as the Spurs. But the big difference so far, I've seen that the Lakers on the road are 11-27. All right. The other 2 teams, Pelicans are number 9. Right now, we'll be playing in the play-in tournament against number 10. They're 15-22 away. They're 6-4. They're in the last 10. And this is a team without Zion Williamson. All right. I think they've definitely had a little bit of a resurgence with CJ McCollum getting traded. The Spurs, it's all coaching, bro. They really don't have anybody there. They just win. All right. They're also 6-4 in the last 10. The Lakers are 2-8 in the last 10, lost 4 in a row. If they keep playing this way, they're gonna bomb. They're gonna bomb because they need to win 4 of the last 6 if they're gonna have a chance of making this play-in spot at number 10. Okay. And look, as it stands right now, the Lakers have a game with the Pelicans tonight. That's a huge game because one wins, the other one loses. It moves them up in the play-in standings, right? Then they face the Suns. That's a loss. They're going to face the Thunder. That's 50-50, all right? The Nuggets, that's a loss. The Warriors, even without Steph Curry, that's kind of 50-50 because the Warriors are playing really bad. Then the Nuggets again, that's another loss. There's possible 4 losses out of these 6 games right here. The Lakers, 2 to the Nuggets. The Thunders is 50-50, okay? They could lose to the Pelicans as well. With that being said, right now the Pelicans have remaining the Lakers, which they play today. They play the Kings. That's a win. That could be a win. Pelicans and Grizzlies, I think the Grizzlies are going to take this one. Pelicans and Clippers, 50-50. Trailblazers, 50-50. Most likely a win because, there's the Trailblazers traded everybody. Pelicans and Warriors, that could be a win by the Pelicans. So, look, the Lakers by far have a better schedule than the Pelicans. The Spurs, all right, you got the Trailblazers. Right now, the Spurs are leading tonight. They're leading 39-31. That's a win. I think the Spurs can take that one out. Lost to the Nuggets, 50-50 with the Warriors. Trailblazers and the Spurs again, I think that's a win. Timberwolves, I think the Spurs can pull that one off. And depending if they rest Luka for the last game of the season, that could be 50-50. Again, LeBron James, man, he likes to just go out there, tweet his name, do what he needs to do. Just make sure that the world understands he's still the center of attention because he hasn't done any. He's had a great single season by far. I think LeBron James, like if you listen to my previous episode, should be considered for the MVP regardless of team record because what he's doing at age 37, 38, don't quote me on the age for exactly, he's having his best statistical career and the numbers are insane. He's the only reason why that team at least, right, dude, at least has 31 wins. Just not because it's been a really horrible watch for the season. Again, they're not going to make the playoffs. I'm even going as far as saying that they may not make the play-in tournament. Because if they make the play-in tournament, I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. All right, either way. But I don't know if they're going to be out of the play-in tournament as well. They're out now, and I think they're going to stay there. I know. I'm standing by it. But again, just wanted to throw a little bit in there. Real bad year for the Lakers. Good year for LeBron. But the NBA is it's brutal, man. It's rough. It's really bad. I feel kind of bad for LeBron, man. Even though I'm not a big fan of LeBron. I'm an MJ guy. Not hating, just stating. And people get me on that all the time. But I think this team was a disaster from the beginning, and the proof is in the pudding. I've been preaching this all year long, multiple episodes, early on since free agency, and it's coming true. I mean, you don't have to be a rocket science to predict that this team was going to be bad with the way it was made up. But again, the Lakers right now sit at number 11 in the play-in tournament, and I think this team is not going to make the postseason, and most likely, strong chance they may not make the play-in tournament, all right? That's all I got for today. Thank you very much for listening.